Sai Ramon and all. So in this session, we shall take a new poem, that is Somebody's Mother, written by Mary Dow Brain. Somebody's mother. Whose mother? Somebody's mother. Correct? So there is a strong message in this poem. Poetess gives a message that we should help others. It gives us immense pleasure, satisfaction. By seeing the happy face of others, we feel very happy. It gives us inspiration. Correct? By involving ourselves in social service, doing what? SUPW, socially useful productive work. Correct? Now come to the poem, Somebody's Mother. So before going to the poem, we see 4 pictures. Correct? What does the first picture indicate? What do the 4 pictures indicate? Now see about the poetess. Mary Dow Brain, a poet, an author and lyricist, was a New Yorker. Many of her poems and children's books are published by international publishers. She has provided lyrics for the famous piano piece, Hearts and Flowers. This narrative poem extols the kindness shown by a boy towards a poor woman. So who is Mary Dow Brain? She is a poet. She is an author and a lyricist. Who is a lyricist? One who writes lyrics is a lyricist. Then what is a lyric then? Lyric means word. Simple word. Lyric means word. It is a short song like a poem. A short song like a poem. One who writes a lyric is a lyricist. A lyric is a poetry that expresses emotion. It is a short poem of song-like quality. It's a lyric. Now, a lyricist was a New Yorker. She belongs to America. She is from New York. Many of her poems and children's books are published by international publishers. Means she is an international poet, writer, author. She has provided lyrics for the famous piano piece, Hearts and Flowers. What is a piano piece? It's a piece of music played on the piano. This narrative, that's the word meaning. This narrative poem extols. Extol means praise very highly. How? Very highly. Or simple word, praise. Praises what? The kindness shown by a boy towards a poor woman. What happened one day? The kind boy helped the old woman. This is one of the, helping nature is one of the virtues, one of the good qualities. So we should imbibe, we should cultivate good qualities, virtues. What are those good qualities? Sympathy, correct? Kindness, generosity, helping others. So these are all good virtues, good qualities that will be rewarded in future. Correct? It is a deposit. We get it back whenever we are in need of help, whenever we are in need of sympathy. So God will send someone. God will come in the form of person or a friend. Correct? So we should be kind. We should be kind-hearted. We should be generous. We should be sympathetic. We should help others who are in need of it. Correct? Then, now see, if you happen to come across such types of people as shown in the pictures, the 4 pictures are given there, how do you think you can help them? Share your views with your partner or classmates. What is come across? Come across means meet. How? Unexpectedly. Meet unexpectedly. ಅನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಸಂಭವಿಸಿದರೆ ಭೇಟಿಯಾದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? If you come across such types of people as shown in the pictures. So first picture indicates what? See the first picture. Now narrate it. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಒಂದು ನೆರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನು. ಏನು ಇಂತಹ ಜನರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೋಗುವಂಥ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಹೇಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸ್, I think he is a blind man. He needs a walking stick to walk. He needs a helping hand to cross the road. So how do you help him? Correct? We help such people, that man, by helping him to cross the road, by giving him a walking stick. Correct? If you are a kind man. Then next, second incident, see, it had happened on the road. A bus, ran over a scooter. A man was lying there. A man was lying beside the scooter, and he was bleeding. Correct? Yeah. He is unconscious. How do you help him? What is the first step do you take? What is the first step? Calling whom? The ambulance. We call for ambulance. Correct? Then we give first aid. Then we take them to the nearby hospital. Am I right? You do it. Why? Because you are kind. You are sympathetic. Am I right? Then next, then how does that person remember you? He will remember you throughout his life. Why? Because you are responsible for his second life. Am I right? Then come to the third man. He is a handicapped. Correct? How do you help him? Help him to cross the road. Help him to climb the step. Then the fourth picture, see, I think he is an old man. He is bent. He has what? A walking stick. He couldn't walk straight. He needed a walking stick to cross. How do you help him? Correct? Now narrate it. Now come to the poem. So one more poem is there. This picture is related to the next poem, Somebody's Mother. I think there is a road, an old woman is there, and she laid her hand on the shoulder of that young boy, and he is leading that old woman. He is helping the old woman to cross the road, I think. Am I right? Yeah. Narrate it. Now come to the poem, first stanza. Open page number 92. Follow me. Now read on. The woman was old and ragged and grey, and bent with the chill of the winter's day. The street was wet with the recent snow, and the woman's feet were aged and slow. What kind of woman do you find in the first stanza? In the first stanza, we find an old woman. Ragged means torn, meaning is given there. Clothes badly torn means torn, haridantaha. The woman was old and ragged and grey. Grey means dull. G-R-E-Y. One meaning dull, another meaning old. Correct? Grey. Mix white and black. Grey hair, you might have heard. When would it become grey? When the man becomes an old. Correct? So the woman was old and ragged and grey. The first line indicates that she is an old woman. She is a poor woman. Why? Because she wore old saree, old dress, and grey. She was very dull. She was very old. Then, next see, second line. And bent with the chill of the winter's day. It was during the time of winter season. Cold symbolizes cold. And bent. And bent. She was bent with the chill. Chill means given the unpleasantly cold. She was not able to tolerate the cold, and bent with the chill of the cold. The cold weather affected her. Correct? She was suffering, shivering. Chill of the winter's day. It was a winter's day. Then the street, see, the street was wet with the recent snow. The snow covered the street. The street was very wet. It was not dry. Why? Because of the snow. Snow has fallen on the street. So it was wet. Recent snow. And the woman's feet were aged and slow. She could not walk fast. She walks very slow. She walks slowly. And why? Because she was aged. Her feet were aged means feet is the part of the body, means part of the body, feet is used. Foot is used to describe the whole woman. I think you understood. If I say 10 hands are working in the company, means not the hands, but hands indicate whole person, means 10 people are working in the company. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫೀಟ್ ಪಾದಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಏಜ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ವುಮನ್ ಏಜ್ಡ್, ಪ್ರಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ, ಅದು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದು ಸಿನೆಕ್ ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ವುಮನ್ಸ್ ಫೀಟ್ ವೆರ್ ಏಜ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೋ. She could not walk fast. She was walking slowly, and at the same time the street was wet. She had the fear to cross the road. Correct? So in the first stanza, what you understood? It was a cold winter's day. There was a snow all over the street. An old woman wearing torn, ragged dress. She was standing there. She was shivering in the cold street, and the street was wet. Correct? I think you understood. Now come to the second stanza. Kaita idalali. She stood. The old woman stood where? At the crossing, and waited long, alone, uncared for, amid the throng of human beings who passed her by, nor heeded the glance of her anxious eye. Now see the second stanza, first line. She stood at the crossing Where was the woman standing? The woman, old woman, was standing at the crossing. Cross ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅವಳು. And waited long. She waited for a long time. For long. Why? To cross the road. Alone, nobody was there with her. She was alone. Uncared. Care means what? Care means feel concern. Care means feel concern. One meaning. Uncared, opposite of that. She was ignored. She was neglected. Uncared. Or here, pay attention. Care means pay attention. Another meaning. Or attend. Nobody attended her. Mind. Verb. Care means feel concern, pay attention, attend, mind. Nobody minded her. Nobody attended her. Nobody paid attention to her. Nobody felt concern for her. Nobody took sympathy for her. Uncared. She was neglected. Amid. Amid means AMID means in the middle of. In the middle of. Amid. The throng. Throng means meaning is given there, crowd. So, she was standing at the crossing alone for a long time. She was neglected. She was uncared for in the middle of the crowd. There is a crowd of people, but nobody paid attention to her. Nobody came to her rescue. Nobody came to her help. Then, throng of what? Throng of human beings without any humanitarian concern, without any human feelings. Correct? So, the throng, amid the throng of human beings who passed her by, they passed beside her, but they didn't care her. Who passed her by, nor heeded. Heed means pay attention to. Neither came to her rescue, nor heeded the glance. Nobody paid attention to the glance. Glance means hasty look. A quick look. Hasty look, quick look. Look for a moment. Glance means just have a look for a moment. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸಹ ಅವಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಸಹ. Of human beings who passed her by, nor heeded the glance. ಆ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಅವಳು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Of her anxious eye. Anxious means worried. Anxious, is it given there? No. Anxious, one meaning worried eyes, curious eyes, worried, curious eyes. She was waiting curiously for a helping hand to make her cross the road, but nobody paid attention towards her glance. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಯಾರು ಸಹ ಅವಳ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳ ಆ ಕುತೂಹಲ, ಅವಳ ವರೀಡ್ ಐಸನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಸಹ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾರ್ ಹೀಡೆಡ್ ದ ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ಆಂಕ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಐ. ನೌ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ unnoticed by others. Opposite of uncared, cared, unnoticed. Uncared, unnoticed. Come to the third stanza. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Now see that. Down the street, in the street, with laughter and shout. Laughter noun. Laugh verb and noun. Laughter, with laughter and shout. Who came? Glad, happy. Opposite, sad. Happy, in the freedom, they were free. Of school, let out. Let out means allow to escape. Let out means allow to escape. That might be in the evening, after the school, when the school was over for the day. What will the children do? They shout, they laugh, and they come out of the school compound with the happiness, happily. So, glad in the freedom of school. ಶಾಲೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟ ನಂತರ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಗುತ್ತಾ ಕಿರಿಚಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಮ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಕೇಮ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್, ಹುಡುಗರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಗೆ? ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಫ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೀಪ್. ಫ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದೇರ್? ನೋ, ಫ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಗ್ರೂಪ್, collective noun. Flock of sheep, swarm of bees, bunch of flowers. Correct? So, flock of sheep. Sheep ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕುರಿ. ಕುರಿ ಮಂದೆಯ ಹಾಗೆ. ಅಂದರೆ the boys are compared to a flock of sheep. Group of children are compared to flock of sheep. ಕುರಿ ಮಂದೆಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Simile. Figure of speech is simile. So, came the boys like a flock of sheep. ಕುರಿ ಮಂದೆಯ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಂದರು. He smiled like the moon. Like ಉಂಟು, ಅದರ ಹಾಗೆ, ಅದರ ಅಂತೆ. Correct? Then, came the boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow, welcoming the snow. The snow didn't trouble those boys. The snow didn't disturb them. The snow didn't trouble them. They welcomed, but the snow disturbed. Snow stopped. Snow became a hurdle for the movement of the old woman. Why? Because she is old. But the snow didn't affect the movement of the boys. Why? Because they are strong. Correct? Then, hailing the snow, welcoming the snow. Who welcomed the snow? The boys welcomed the snow. Piled. Where is the snow? Pile. Pile means, meaning is given there. Put one on another. Stack. Mound. Piled. ರಾಶಿ ಹಾಕಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು? Piled. ಆಮೇಲೆ white and deep. White snow piled over the street. On the street. Correct? There is a pile of snow spread over the street. Then, next, come to the fourth stanza. Past the woman, so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offered a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir. Past the woman. What is the past? Past the woman. Pass by, especially without stopping. Correct? So, past the woman, so old and grey, by the side of the woman, who was very old, who was very grey, hastened. Hasten means hurry. Hasten means hurry. Hurried or move. How? Quickly. Hastened the children on their way. So, the children were on their way to somewhere. means to their house. Correct? They hurried, they moved quickly. Where? By the side of this woman. Without noticing her, hastened the children on their way. What did they do while hurrying? Nor offered, offer means give, did not offer a helping hand to her. They did not help the old woman. They did not give a helping hand to the old woman to cross the road. ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಹಸ್ತವನ್ನು ಚಾಚಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಖುಷಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಹ ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಟು ಹರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೇಡಿ ವಾಸ್ ಶಿ? ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಮೀಕ್. Meek means, meaning is given there, mild. She was mild, she was humble, she was not boastful, she was modest. She was a modest woman, she was a humble woman, she was unpretentious woman, she was not boastful, she was meek. So timid. Timid means no courage, no confidence. ಹೇಡಿ, ಟಿಮಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಟಿಮಿಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಕರೇಜಿಯಸ್, no confidence. She had no confidence. She had no courage to cross the road. She had no confidence to cross the road. But the other boys did not recognize her, did not attend her, did not give a helping hand to her. So meek, so timid, afraid. To stir means move. Stir, S-T-I-R, means move. She was afraid to move. She needed a helping hand to cross the road. She was standing alone at the crossing to cross the road. But nobody came to her help. Correct? I think you understood. Now read the first stanza, second stanza, third stanza and fourth stanza quickly. Correct? Now, see the questions. What kind of a woman do you find in this poem? We find, in this poem, we find an old woman, poor woman, grey, and she was bent with the chill of the winter's day. Correct? Then, where was the woman standing? The woman was standing at the crossing. Why was she standing there? She was standing there to cross the road. She needed a helping hand to cross the road. Okay? I think you understood. We shall continue in the next session. Okay? Saira.